Hello everyone, welcome back. So today, I'm going to be trying out this 5 Below Gouache set. A while back, I saw Peach's palette review this, and then I went with my friends to the mall, and we went by 5 Below, and they had one, so I just thought I'd grab it. Because I've never used gouache before. I know it's kind of like halfway between watercolor and acrylic. Let's go ahead and take a look. I like these little sections they have. Oh, that's a really pretty color. Should I dump them all out? Hold on. This could be a disaster, we'll see. Okay, only like half of them came out. So these are our colors. It's a pretty good amount of colors. And of course I have this, a sprayer, just in case I need to mix them. Okay, can I get them back in this way? Yes, I can! Wow, that worked very well. Oh, never mind. And I'm now realizing that I forgot to get a brush. This one still has a little water in it, but I don't think it's enough. But don't worry, I have an idea, guys. That works surprisingly well. Here we go. And now you're probably thinking, Smallish, you just made a whole video talking about how you made a new sketchbook. Yes, I did. But that sketchbook is for January, and it is still December. Yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said I recorded a ton of videos in advance. Okay, I can't see myself using this one a lot, so we're gonna test this one. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna go with this, and I'll work on opening them off camera. It feels like acrylic. Can I wet the brush a little bit? Here we go. I don't know how gouache is supposed to feel, so I'm gonna just go off of this. I don't really know how they're supposed to feel. I guess the real test is just gonna be when we actually start painting. I'm probably just gonna do a headshot. You know who I've been kind of wanting to draw? One of my characters named Nox. I feel like he had more of like a triangular jaw, but this is fine for now. This sketchbook is so small. I'm kind of glad I'm getting a little bigger one. Yeah, usually Nox doesn't look very happy, so he's a little grumpy. Forget his little marks. You might not be able to see those in the painting though. There he is. So I'm going to sketch this out, and then we will start painting. I don't think I've ever done a big portrait drawing in this sketchbook. Actually, yes I have. You'll see that in the sketchbook where I did it out of highlighters. I think I kind of like his jawline looking like that, so I'll probably keep it that way. His head is like slightly turned this way. Nox is also one of those characters who's in Jason's story. Anyone who has those pointed ears is actually in Jason's story, honestly. You can just assume that automatically. They're not elves. I just gave them pointed ears because I like them. They're still human. They just look a little goofy. And Nox is just a very powerful one of those people. I need to learn to talk while drawing, but it's very difficult because I'm trying to focus. I don't want him to look insanely angry, just a little pissed off. The sides of his head are shaved, so I need to define where that would be. There we go. Okay, we're done with that. I'm just gonna roll over it with a kneaded eraser and hope that it doesn't get picked up too badly. Okay, now that we have this done, I'm going to start mixing the colors that I need. I might just use this as a palette and then clean it off. I could definitely use this, and I probably wouldn't even have to mix it with anything. Although I might want to tone it down a bit. And this is not his skin tone at all, but I could probably use it as a base. Just use this. I'll definitely need these two, of course. That might need this. I don't really care about mixing them up. I'll put them in my own order. Okay, I have a starting skin tone. Let's hope this goes well. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. I don't really know how I feel about this. I don't feel like I have a lot of control over the paint. I don't think it's helping that this paper was not made for gouache. I don't know about this one, guys. Yeah, this isn't looking so good. I mean, I feel like I kind of have to commit at this point. Sorry, Nox. Get some of this white out. At least this white's pretty opaque. Although it's not covering the sketch for some reason. Where was his mouth? I can't see the sketch anymore. I'll do a second coat of that later. Guys, be honest, is it me or is it the paints? Because it could be me. I'm just gonna do straight black. Hey, remember how I said I saw Peach's palette review these? I think I forgot to mention that she didn't really like them. So maybe it's not me, maybe it is the paints, but there is also a pretty high chance that it's me. You know those videos where people are like, oh, what would you do if you met your OC in real life? And a lot of people are like, oh, they'd probably kill me because of the trauma I gave them and stuff like that. I don't think they'd kill me for that. I think they'd kill me for the way I draw them. He has yellow eyes because he's magical and stuff. And this yellow is way too strong. I'm gonna add a little bit of orange to this. See, that's a whole lot better. It's like all globby and stuff. I can't get it off. The brush, it just globs more. Oh yeah, this is not opaque at all. I misspoke earlier. I'm gonna come back to that yellow part once it's a little more dry. I think I'm gonna do the line art with pen. So I did the line art and it did not turn out any better. I'm gonna show you how that first one turned out near the end, but at this point I decided the best thing to do would just be restarting. So that's what I did, and this time I did the line art first. I thought that since the gouache is so transparent, or I guess translucent would be the right word, but I could see the line art under it, and that way I could still see where details were supposed to go. And this time I also did the shading as I went. In the first picture I was gonna wait till after everything had dried on the base to do shading, but then I just kind of gave up on it because it was not turning out well at all. I also used several different brushes this time around, as you can see, and that flat brush definitely worked a lot better than that tiny thing I was using earlier. But I think a big reason why this turned out better than the last one is because when I feel like I have to be talking while drawing, it just doesn't turn out very well for me. Voiceover seems to be the way to go, although I would like to kind of get used to talking live. But yeah, I feel like since I was a lot more relaxed during this, it turned out a little better. However, that does not mean I like this gouache. It's okay, but I really would not recommend it. I might try to buy the Hime jelly gouache and see if I like that any better. Only after I use this up though, because I don't want to waste it. Again, I'm not a gouache expert, so if you want to try it, you can. But I'm not the first person to say this was not very good, so again, I'll still be using it. I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't think I was going to use it. I am glad that I restarted though. Making bad art is bound to happen, but I also don't want to leave you guys off with something that I'm unhappy with. It just doesn't feel right to me, and at this point I was, I think, 30 to 45 minutes into the video and I couldn't just restart. Yeah, this video ended up being an hour and 22 minutes long, so... Well, the raw footage was. By the time I've edited it down, it's come down to about 9 minutes and 10 seconds. The speed adjuster is now my favorite tool. Thank you guys so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Here is how the first drawing turned out, and here is a new and improved one. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.